No, all I'm thinking about is the story in the film, so I'm just trying to add more to it. Like, I could end him earlier if I wanted.
There are moments in sport when the noise disappears. No cameras flashing, no trash talk, no belts, rankings, or legacy debates. Just two human beings standing face to face, aware that everything they built, everything they chased, and everything they feared could have vanished in a single second. That is what happened when Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury met for the first time after the tragic car accident. This was not a press event. This was not promotion. This was not rivalry. This was reality. For years, Joshua and Fury were defined by contrast. Different personalities, different paths, different narratives. Fans argued endlessly about who was greater, who would win.
Same as all the other fights, I'll knock him out. I might have to absorb a few punches, maybe be down a few rounds, things like that. But come the what, 10th, 11th, maybe I'll save it for this. I've done 10, 11, so maybe I'll save it for the 12th this time and then pull it out of the bag. Do you ever get sick?
Who carried the real legacy of heavyweight boxing? The rivalry grew louder with every passing year, fueled by expectations and unfinished business. But none of that mattered in that moment. Because when life reminds you how fragile it truly is, boxing becomes very small. A car accident doesn't announce itself. There is no warning bell, no referee stepping in, no chance to brace yourself. 1 second, you're alive, moving forward, thinking about tomorrow, the next. Everything is chaos. Metal bends.
I've read a few comments. I'm looking a bit hench, chubby, fat. Well, welcome to my world. Never been any different. Beat everybody with a fat belly. Never been any different. Never made any odds before. Why should it make any odds today? I weigh about 20 stone at the moment. Probably get down to around about under 19 maybe for the comeback. Nice and loose and fast. Really looking forward to it. Been away for a while, but I'm back now. Had a year out. And then if I box in the first quarter, could be up to 16 months out the ring. So yeah, it's a long time for a man, 37-year-old, 38 this year. Let's see if I still got it.
Glass shatters. Time slows down. For Anthony Joshua, the crash wasn't just another headline. It wasn't just another rumor circulating online. It was a moment that forced him to confront a reality every fighter tries not to think about. Not defeat, not failure, but finality. The kind that doesn't give rematch. CHES. In boxing, fighters prepare for danger every day. They accept risk. They understand pain. But there's a difference between danger you choose.
Everybody gets it wrong. You don't box this guy. It's like, I cannot explain it to you in a way you understand. You can't box him.
He's just too good.
He's just unbelievable great. Yeah, you can forget good, he's amazing. Yeah, he's great, he's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali. He might not talk like Muhammad Ali, but he is the Muhammad Ali of the last generation. You understand? We have to give him the credit where it's due. Yeah, he is that guy.
And danger that finds you without permission. This wasn't the ringed out. This wasn't controlled. This wasn't fair. And when Joshua walked away from that wreckage alive, something inside him shifted, surviving something that could have ended. Your life doesn't make you fearless. It makes you aware. Suddenly, every breath feels heavier. Every step.
Boys are trying to get the job sorted out for the Jake Paul too. And like I say, few I's to dot, T's to cross, but I'm sure we'll get there.
The last one on Tyson, he put an interview out today saying that he's happy, he doesn't need to fight. Are you content with that?
Yeah, listen, Tyson's done his bit, hasn't he? You know, but again, you know.
Feels intentional. Every silence feels loud. Anthony Joshua didn't speak immediately after the accident, and when he did, his words weren't dramatic. They were quiet, measured, almost restrained, because near-death experiences don't need exaggeration. They speak for themselves. He knew how close it was. He knew how easily things could have ended differently. And once you
He said that he wants to fight, but this fight will only happen when the terms are agreed for him to fight. And as far as I understand at this moment, that's not been done. So the terms have got to be sorted out, and then I'm quite sure if that is the case, he will do it.
realize that you don't see the world the same way again. Training changes. Focus changes. Priorities change. The gym is no longer just a place to build strength. It becomes a place of gratitude. Every session becomes proof that you are still here. Every round becomes a reminder that time is not guaranteed, and that awareness followed Joshua.
Next best option for me would be Tyson Fury. That'd be the name. He's obviously a huge name, big character in the game, and a big name within boxing. So yeah, someone I'd love to hop in the ring with.
Into everything that came next, including the moment he stood across from Tyson Fury. For years, their names were linked by tension.exhortation.ego, the biggest fight that never happened. But when Fury saw Joshua after the accident, there was no bravado, there was no performance. His words carried weight, because they came from understanding.
Knows what he's doing. He's very good at, like, you look at the first Usyk fight. The first couple of rounds that Usyk was clearly winning out, landing Tyson Fury. So many people saying, oh, Fury won like round one, where he didn't land anything. And he got hit a couple of times because of the showboat. And he didn't do as much of that in the rematch, interestingly enough, for Alexander Usyk. But he is very smart in there, Tyson Fury. And I keep saying, we need to really see what he looks like in his comeback fight before we can make any assessment or any judgments. If he's, say, 10% less of what he was in both Usyk fights, I still think that's enough to beat Fabio Wardley. I do. I'm not saying he wouldn't have his, hardships in that fight, certainly would.
Fury knows survival. He knows chaos. He knows how fast life can spiral. When he looked at Joshua, he didn't see a rival. He saw someone who had just been reminded of the same truth he had learned himself. That life doesn't care about records or belts. That strength isn't always shown by throwing punches. Sometimes it's shown by standing there, alive, when you easily could have been gone. Their embrace wasn't staged. It wasn't calculated. It was instinctive. A moment where rivalry faded and respect took its place. Not the forced respect of promotions, but the quiet respect between two men who
Obviously, you've been in with Fabio Wardley on a couple of occasions. What are his biggest qualities?
Well, you don't need me to tell you nothing more than he can punch very hard. You only have to ask my face. Yeah, he can really bang. And he's gritty. He's tough and he's gritty. That's definitely his strengths.
understand how thin the line really is. In that moment, boxing stopped being the center of the story. What mattered was survival. What mattered was perspective. What mattered was the shared understanding that tomorrow is never promised. And when Joshua reflected on the crash later, he didn't talk about fear. He talked about clarity. How quickly everything could have been taken. How much we assume we have time. How easy it is to get lost in noise and expectations. Seeing Fury after surviving that moment turned years of competition into something.
Who will Tyson Fury fight in 2026? Yeah, Tyson Fury is now officially back. Officially out of retirement again. I will never believe Tyson Fury when he says he's retired. Just never. And that's a shame. Tyson Fury might not care. Tyson Fury fans might not care. But I think it's a shame because when someone does retire, this is the toughest sport in the world. I want to give you your flowers. When Loma retired last year, it was okay, and you saw the outpouring of love and emotion for Loma. When Crawford announced a few weeks ago that he's retired, you saw the outpouring of love for Crawford, right? Fury announced he's retired, when was it? About 8-9 months ago, a year ago, I can't even remember where it was or when it was. No outpouring of love or emotion. It was like, yeah, whatever, you'll be back. And he is back. But look, I'm happy he's back. I still think Fury has a lot to offer. I think the boxing world needs personalities like Tyson Fury. It does. And not just personalities. Tyson Fury is a very, very good boxer. Like, Tyson Fury being back immediately puts him at number 2 for me in the world. It does. He jumps above Wardley. I think so. I think he jumps above Wardley.
Something deeper, not friendship, not alliance, but understanding that upcoming fight no longer felt like a grudge match. It felt like a meeting of legacies. Two men stepping forward with awareness instead of anger. The reality of the accident hit harder with time. As the adrenaline faded, as the silence returned, Joshua processed what could have happened, not just to him, but to those around him. Relief came. But so did responsibility. Life outside the ring is unpredictable and unforgiving, and once you see that, you carry it with you. That awareness sharpened his focus.
But there's something doughty and resilient and determined and dogged, and there's a resilience and self-belief about Fabio Wardley that brought.
The fight against Fury now felt bigger than titles, bigger than money, bigger than noise. It felt meaningful. People close to Joshua spoke about the emotional toll. Survival carries weight. Loss leaves marks you don't see. The meeting with Fury offered solidarity, a shared recognition that everything can be taken in an instant. What was once a rivalry now carried emotional gravity, fought not with ego, but with discipline, respect, and intention. Voices across the boxing world echoed the same truth. Real tragedy makes sporting rivalries feel small when something real happens.
I build it as the battle of the losers for Joshua and Fury, because as a matter of fact, I don't care who doesn't like it, they have both lost recent fights. It doesn't mean they're losers per se, because clearly they're not. They've got bank balances that most people can dream of, and they've got a list of achievements. As far as the fight is concerned, once upon a time it had real jeopardy buttons.
Arguments fade. Joshua and Fury both understood the value of every moment. Their meeting became symbolic, not just for fans, but for fighters everywhere. A reminder that courage isn't only measured in wins, it's measured in resilience. Surviving the crash gave Joshua renewed purpose. Every training session mattered more. Every round mattered more. Every punch mattered more. He didn't train to prove people wrong. He trained because he was still here. Meeting Fury added a human layer to their story. Two champions aware that life can change without warning, despite physical and emotional challenges. Joshua's presence in the gym spoke volumes. His focus didn't weaken.
There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed the actual feet down because Daniel Dubois' feet.
It intensified. The fight ahead stopped being just an event. It became a testament to survival, mental toughness, and respect those around him. Spoke about the relief, the gratitude, the strength he showed. The accident humanized a global icon, showing vulnerability alongside discipline. From near tragedy to preparing for one defining fight, his journey inspired fans worldwide. And when Joshua and Fury finally step into the ring, it won't just be about who wins. It will represent resilience, perspective, and the understanding that life is bigger than boxing. This is more than a fight. It is a moment shaped by survival, humility, and the true spirit of champions. There are moments in sport when the noise disappears. No cameras flashing, no trash talk, no belts. Rankings?
Well, I mean, I can't speak on their behalf. All I know is that, you know, they were obviously, it seems there's been a lot of lead.
Wins. It's measured in resilience. Surviving the crash gave Joshua renewed purpose. Every training session mattered more. Every round mattered more. Every punch mattered more. He didn't train to prove people wrong. He trained because he was still here. Meeting Fury added a human layer to their story. Two champions aware that life can change without warning, despite physical and emotional challenges. Joshua's presence in the gym spoke volumes. His focus didn't weaken, it intensified. The fight ahead stopped being just an event. It became a testament to survival, mental toughness, and respect. Those around him spoke about the relief, the gratitude, the strength he showed. The accident humanized a global icon, showing vulnerability alongside discipline. From near tragedy to preparing for one defining fight, his journey inspired fans worldwide. And when Joshua and Fury finally step into the ring, it won't just be about who wins. It will represent resilience, perspective, and the understanding that life is bigger than boxing. This is more than a fight. It is a moment shaped by survival, humility, and the true spirit of champions.